Cab, in terms of selection, Abby mentioned it there. There are one or two players who will be feeling the effects of Sunday. Szoboszlai being one, Trent being another. Unfortunately for Trent, there's not really another right back who we can look to, so you'll probably have to go again. But sitting here right now, what are you doing with that team?
Trent's got to play.
Yeah.
He's certainly got 45 minutes in him, all things being equal, on an hour, and possibly more. And he's getting the weekend off. So that's that. And he's up against a good player. We need good players to be up against him, so that's the first one. Szoboszlai, crucial to the way we play. And crucial, and I think Liverpool need to start the game well. I mean, it's not a question of, we'll have him there on the bench and we'll bring him on and we can change the game. I think he should play him. And I think, given the fact that they've got the weekend off, I think they should be looking at that and saying, like, it's pretty much saying again, really. Subject to the usual, has anyone got a knock or something and whatever. But, the players have been doing the business. Why would you want to tinker with that now? And the idea is that hopefully the crowds are put as we start, the players are confident, Liverpool are top of the league, everything's going well, and they just start out and keep making that statement and get in Newcastle space and go, you are playing the best team in the country, you are playing the champions here, we are going to demonstrate to you while you're having the season of your lives, and we hope you win the FA Cup. That's no skin off our nose, but we are putting this in front of you, that when you play us here tonight, this is our title on our pitch, and then you're going to play, that's the guys who you're going to play at Wembley in that final, and I know it's on the day, but we're going to get in front. Do you know what I mean? And so that, to me, psychologically, is the way that Liverpool have to approach it. And that means using the same players, because Slot's quite clearly got a preferred 11. There's maybe one or two. Where are we on Gakpo? Where are we on Lucho and whatever? But as it stands, so there's maybe minor things, Jota or something like that.
I think he's got 14.
I think so, yeah.
And I think he's almost done.
I don't mind which of those 14 it is. That's my point.
Well, but I think he's sort of done this as a little gang. And I think that almost and I think there'll be more of the squad will be used when we get the other side of this run. Yeah, for instance, I think it's easy. It's the way I view it. Yeah, I think it's easier to imagine him making maybe quite significant changes for Southampton in between the two complete kind of Saint-Germain games. But I think I almost feel as though we might well have said to the boys, for this run of 5, you are the boys, and this is what we're going to do. And that might also be why Nunez has burned his head out to the extent that he has, and that Nunez was one of them. And then what he's ended up doing against Aston Villa, he's like, that's unacceptable. I'm sorry, I made you one of the boys. You were part of this journey.
He's played himself out in it.
Yeah. Whereas I think maybe one or two of the others have began to sort of either play themselves in or were on the periphery anyway. And I think, I agree with you on Szoboszlai, I'd start him, because I think he's been one of the boys. I understand that he was dragging himself off the turf, but I think it is that idea of, we want 60, 65 out of you, but it might well be that maybe Szoboszlai's looking over on 65 and the manager's like, you look fine.
Yeah, you get that. You're just selling later. And if the game's going well, like you say, if they take a player off or whatever, so the idea is you come out and there's nothing beats Liverpool at Anfield. Teams will say the same about themselves, but Liverpool come out all guns blazing, and that doesn't necessarily mean we're trying to go 5-0 up in the third, but like controlling the game, having the ball, dictating the play, all that thing.
Like we're going to get City and Madrid. Yeah. Treat them like City and Madrid.
Yeah. Going out and just do that to them. Then you be and in this day and age of the 5 substitutes and all that, you've certainly got somebody, you've got question marks over players like Trent and that. The game could be in the bag, and then you could take them off later. What you can't do in football is switch on and off. And what you can't do is to say, well, we'll start with all these lads on the bench, and if Newcastle starts off well, then you're trying to recover ground for then Newcastle got something to hang on to. And then that goes into the next narrative, and they go to Wembley, so we beat these at Anfield. Do you know what I mean? So there's all these subtle things, and you can overanalyze it, but the trusted players that have been getting us through this run should get us to the end of this run. Now, if you can't rotate against Southampton, you can't rotate against anybody in the league. And so that's either side of Paris, and Paris are good and we're better, so that's that. And then at that point, you could be talking about Liverpool being in excess of 10 points clear with less than 10 games to go. You can start rolling a couple of lads around then, but tomorrow night is not the occasion.